Why is it that in the wealthiest country on earth, most Americans will never get rich? Think about it. Millions work 40, 50, even 60 hours a week, yet still struggle to pay bills, still stress over debt, and still retire with almost nothing. It's not bad luck. It's not fate. It's hidden habits, small daily choices that quietly destroy your chance at wealth. And today, I'm exposing the 5 habits that keep Americans broke, so you can finally break free before it's too late. Habit number 1, living paycheck to paycheck. This is where most Americans are stuck. The second money hits their bank account, it's already spent. Rent, bills, credit card payments, groceries, Netflix, Amazon orders, it's all gone. There's no breathing room. And here's the scary part. Even people earning 6 figures fall into this trap. Why? Because it's not about how much you make. It's about how much you keep. You can't build wealth if you're constantly one emergency away from being broke. Living paycheck to paycheck keeps you in survival mode, and survival mode kills opportunity. You're too busy worrying about this month's bills to ever plan for the future. The rich play a different game. They build buffers. They save first, invest early, and spend last. But most Americans do the opposite. They spend first and hope to save later. And that later never comes. Breaking this habit isn't easy, but it starts with one simple decision. Pay yourself first. Before rent, before bills, before anything, set money aside for you. Because until you stop living paycheck to paycheck, you'll always be running in circles. Habit number 2, depending on debt. In America, debt is almost normal. Credit cards, student loans, car loans, medical debt, everywhere you look, people are drowning in it. And debt is the silent thief of wealth. Here's what most people don't realize. When you buy something with a credit card and don't pay it off, that $100 purchase doesn't just cost $100. With interest, it could cost you $200, $300, or even more. Over time, that's thousands of dollars wasted on nothing. The average American thinks debt is just part of life. They believe you need debt to survive. But here's the truth. Every dollar you send to a lender is a dollar you'll never use to invest, grow, or build wealth. Debt chains you to the past, while the wealthy use their money to build the future. Wealthy people sometimes use debt, yes, but they use it differently. They borrow to buy assets that make them more money, not liabilities that drain them. Most Americans use debt for things that lose value the moment they're bought. If you want to escape poverty, you must escape the chains of debt. Otherwise, you'll always be working for the banks instead of yourself. Habit number 3, never investing. Most Americans don't invest at all. They think putting money in a savings account is playing it safe. But here's the harsh truth. You can't save your way to wealth. Why? Because inflation eats away at your money every single year. What $100 could buy you 10 years ago might only buy you $60 worth today. So if your money isn't growing, it's shrinking. The wealthy know this. They own assets, stocks, real estate, businesses, things that increase in value over time. Those assets create streams of income even when they're not working. That's why the rich keep getting richer. Most Americans never take that step. They're either too afraid of losing money, or they simply don't know where to start. They say, investing is risky, but the real risk is doing nothing. Think of it this way. Every day you don't invest is a day your money isn't working for you. And if your money isn't working, you'll be the one working forever. Even small investments can grow into something big, but most people never plant the seed. And if you never plant the seed, you'll never grow the tree. Habit number 4, trading time for money forever. This is one of the biggest traps. Most Americans only earn money one way, through their jobs. They clock in, work hours, and get a paycheck. But here's the problem. Time is limited. And if your only source of income is your time, your wealth will always be limited too. That's why so many people work harder and harder, yet never feel free. They're stuck on the hamster wheel, running faster but never escaping. The wealthy understand this. They build systems. They create businesses. They invest in assets that pay them while they sleep. That's how they break free from the time trap. Think about it. Would you rather keep trading 40 hours a week for a paycheck that disappears in bills, or would you rather build something that pays you even when you're not working? Most Americans never think this way. They're trained to believe that the only path is get a job, work hard, retire someday. But retirement never comes for many because they never built true financial freedom. If you want wealth, you need income streams that don't rely on your time. Otherwise, you'll be trading hours until the day you die. Habit number 5. No financial education. And this, honestly, is the root of all the others. Schools don't teach us how money works. Most parents don't teach it either, because they were never taught themselves. So what happens? People graduate, get jobs, and step straight into financial traps. Credit card debt, car loans, zero savings, no investments. They repeat the cycle because they don't know any better. The truth is, building wealth is less about luck and more about knowledge. The rich don't just have money, they understand money. They know how to make it, how to keep it, and how to grow it. But the average American spends more time learning how to drive a car than how to manage a bank account. That lack of knowledge is why so many stay broke. Here's the good news. You can change this right now. With books, podcasts, YouTube channels, information has never been more available. You don't have to stay stuck. The more you learn about money, the more power you have to change your life. Financial education is the master key. Without it, the door to wealth stays locked. But with it, you can open that door and never look back. Most Americans will never break free because they stay trapped in the same habits: overspending, chasing debt, living for comfort instead of growth. But now, you know the truth. The question is, will you be different? Will you take these 5 habits and use them as a warning, or ignore them and repeat the same cycle that keeps millions broke? The choice is yours, if you're ready to take control of your money, your future, and your freedom. Start today. Smash that like button, subscribe for more life-changing finance lessons, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Because your journey to wealth doesn't start tomorrow. It starts right now.